Hello, Combat Sports fans. Welcome back to our channel, African Combat Sports. So today we'll be talking about the mega fight that just happened last Saturday. Wow, wow, wow. Honestly, this was my exact um reaction. Immediately the final bell rang. I was like, wow, wow, wow. So Crawford has finally done it. I was a bit surprised. At the same time, not surprised. Because the person we are talking about right now is Terence Bond Crawford. He is a magic man. He is a magic man. Okay? Um, that was my surprise. Sorry, that is the reason why I wasn't surprised. Okay, but my surprise is because the person he defeated was Canelo Saul Alvarez or Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is also a magic man with his hands. Crawford did really well. Honestly, I predicted Canelo to win their TKO in the later rounds, but the fight actually went the distance. And in my humble opinion, I think Crawford won 10 out of the 12 rounds. While this fight was going on, I brought a book down, I watched the fight keenly, and I gave them rounds based on what I thought their performances was. Okay? So I'm going to be calling out how I scored the fight. All right? Yeah. So guys, here is the book. Um, okay. I I actually gave here's the book, okay? I actually gave Crawford 11 rounds out of the 12, and but I said something there. I said if I should be like if I should score it with sentiment, okay, I will give Crawford 11 rounds. But if I should be neutral, not in favor of anybody, score it the way you feel it is. It's 10 rounds to Crawford and 2 rounds to Canelo. And why do I say so? The fight was controlled by Crawford, honestly. Canelo threw a lot of punches, but they were not really effective. They were not really effective. Canelo couldn't find what he was looking for in this fight. Crawford never opened up to him or for him. Crawford didn't open up for him at all. Canelo was looking for every opportunity to land his big shots, but Crawford didn't give him that chance. He was continuously punching on Crawford's ribs, like punching on his sides, maybe to weaken his body and so he can go upstairs with these heavy punches. But Crawford defended properly. He defended like a pro, like a professional, like a tactical fighter that he was, or he is, and controlled the fight. And actually landed big punches on Canelo. That was even surprising to me. Up to round 10 or 11, Canelo became frustrated from round 8, actually. Canelo became very, very frustrated because he thought he was going to figure Crawford out, maybe from around round 4. And that was exactly what I thought. Because I was watching that fight, I thought Canelo was just, trying to play along and maybe figure him out in the later rounds, like from the mid rounds, and then finish him up in the later rounds. But Crawford was extremely good, extremely ahead, like he was ahead of Canelo. And in my prediction video, I said it, that the more tactical fighter is Crawford. Canelo is the heavy puncher. And the main reason why I couldn't bet or predict against Canelo is the same reason why I was predicting in favor of Deontay Wilder. They are both two different fighters, of course. Canelo is a well-rounded fighter that can't even be compared to Deontay Wilder. They are not close. But the reason why I'm always betting or predicting in their favor is because of their heavy punches. They land big shot once and the rhythm of the fight will change immediately. Okay? So that was the reason why. But I underestimated Crawford's defense. which I wasn't supposed to do in the first place. Okay, that was my biggest mistake. And right here, I'm promising never to predict against Crawford. That man is a magic man. There is absolutely nothing in boxing that Terence Crawford cannot do. That's my conclusion. There is nothing, literally nothing in boxing that Terence Crawford cannot do. There is nothing that man cannot do. He's a goat. He's a goat of this era. He is the goat of this era as far as boxing is in the picture. Okay? Dude controlled the fight from beginning to the end. I was surprised. Look, while the fight was going on, I thought before, I thought Crawford would get tired in the mid round, and then Canelo would find his way, to like find his rhythm, and begin to dictate how the fight goes. But unfortunately, Crawford was never tired. As a matter of fact, both of them, none of them got tired. Canelo only got frustrated. He became frustrated at some point. That was the only thing that I was able to picture out in that fight. Canelo got frustrated. Crawford was still composed, dictating how the fight goes. At some point, both of them threw punches. Like, both of them exchanged punches in the pocket. And Crawford didn't face. He didn't shy away. As a matter of fact, he won in those exchanges. He won. So that was it. I was wrong. My prediction was wrong. Crawford proved most of us wrong. That there is nothing he cannot do, actually. And I give it up for him. He's a true warrior. He's a true warrior. There is nothing that man cannot do in boxing, honestly. And I've always been a fan of his. Okay? I've always been a fan of his. But I will never predict against Crawford again. I would rather say Crawford will win. But if he loses, fine. But never to say his opponent is going to win again. Crawford is good. He's good. So that's my reaction. That's my reaction for his win. So today, Crawford is the undisputed super middleweight champion. Wow. Wow. What an era. Wow. Wow. I'm not surprised, but I'm still surprised. Crawford defeated Canelo Alvarez. Congratulations to the current super middleweight champion, Terence Crawford. Bye bye, guys. African Combat Sports signing out. See you on the next one.